Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new video. I am standing here in my new and improved workroom, craft room area. So if you caught my latest video, it was the big reveal of my craft room, workroom, no spend challenge. So I made over this whole area after our house fire using only things that I already had in my home. I didn't buy anything, I didn't go out and get anything to improve the space. I just worked with what I already have. So I am super excited to be doing my very first video here in my new workroom studio. Well, new to me. So anyways, if you haven't caught that video, I hope you'll go back and check it out. But today, I wanted to unbox some craft supplies from Temu. Now, Temu, however you say it. I'm going to say Temu because that's what I've always called it. But anyways, so as you know, or maybe you don't know, if you're new to my channel for the first time, we had a house fire back in November of 2024. We are still trying to put our house back together. It has been a long, tiring, gruesome journey, and we are just getting started at putting everything back together. But the bad news about the fire was I lost pretty much my whole craft room. That's right, over 11 years of crafting and gathering supplies and getting materials, tools, you name it, gone. My craft room was directly beside where the fire was, so pretty much everything in that room got pitched. So I am starting over from scratch. And I thought I would take this opportunity to buy a few things from Temu to see how great their stuff really is, if it's worth it, if it's not. So I want to unbox it here together on my YouTube channel, a real live review of craft supplies or materials that you can craft with from Temu to see what they're legitly like. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think throughout the whole video. I love reading your guys' comments. So please, please, please comment. It means the world to me. And we're going to go ahead and get to this big package. So this is my package here. I got a lot of stuff, you guys. I got a whole craft room I got to replenish. So it's going to take me some time. And to be honest, I ordered so much I can't really remember. So it's like Christmas all over again. And I'm going to be able to see and open up and be surprised, just as surprised as you guys are. So let's get into this package. Okay, so the first thing out of the bag is not a craft supply. I'm off to a great start, you guys. This is actually a scarf. To be fair, a lot of my scarves got thrown out, and it was there, and it was a great price. I cannot remember the prices of all the things. So as I'm talking, I'm going to put up a little graphic of what everything the price actually was, because for me to remember, it's just too much. But so far, this scarf isn't actually too bad. I would say it's maybe comparable to something that you would get at like the dollar store, Dollarama. Now, I'll remind you guys, all this stuff is coming from China, and it is on Temu, so the quality of some things may not be the greatest. But I would totally wear this, and I don't think if I wore it, people would think it was from there. So I think this one gets a pass. Maybe actually for fun, I'll give things a rating out of 10. So I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. I'll give this scarf a 6 out of 10. Next up, we have a box here. I don't know what's in this box. I have no idea. I cannot even remember half the stuff I ordered. Let's open it up. Another box inside of a box. Oh, 2 boxes. Let's see. Oh, the candles. Okay, I remember this. So these are supposed to be flickering, flameless candles. They take batteries, unfortunately. You know what? That's the kind of thing that's really annoying about these. These are going to take a lot of batteries, you guys. Twist open the battery cover, twist it off. I don't know how many batteries each one is going to take. Maybe 3 or 2. Looks like AA batteries. So this was a 12-pack that I got. And I bought them for upstairs in my candlesticks because I have real candles up there, but it makes me very nervous. I'm going to go test these out so that we can give the proper ranking and proper score. So I'm going to go get some batteries in these. Okay, you guys, so each candle takes 2 batteries, which isn't too bad, I suppose, but the only way to turn them on or off is to loosen this. So I'm just showing, I had to put my phone on the tripod here, but look, you have to either unloosen, loosen. There's no remote, there's no on-off switch. So let's put them in a candle holder and let's see. Okay, I will give it to them. It looks pretty cool in the candle holder. It doesn't look overly fake, and I love how they're an off-white. I'm gonna set the rest up. Hopefully I have enough batteries, and let's see. All right, guys, I only had enough batteries to do the first 6 candles. And I am so sad about this because they are actually really nice. And after a while, if you notice, the flames start to flicker. Do you see it there? I don't know if the camera picks it up, but they are flickering, like they're slowly fading and flickering. But there's no way to turn them on or off without taking the candles right out of the candlestick and unscrewing the base just a little bit. So in order for me to put these on, I would have to go into every single candlestick and turn the thing. And I just don't think that's very, what's the word? Effective. Time effective, you know? If they had a little remote, it would be so much better. So for these, unfortunately, I was going to give them like a 2. I'm going to give them a 4 because they are really cool when they're on and they look really nice. Not cheap looking at all, but because there's no remote, there's no, that's really sad. But I'll give them a 4 out of 10. Okay, guys, I don't want to do this in editing. I want to figure it out right now. I want to figure out how much these candles cost because I am really sad about that. That had the potential to be a really great product. Oh, here they are. They're $31. I paid $31 for those. Dang. See, a lot of comments saying people are saying that they're using them for a wedding. So I guess if you're using them for a wedding, you just go around and flick them all on. But like, that makes me really sad. They should have had a remote with it. If they had a remote, that would be so much better. Oh my word. Then this is where I get really annoyed because there's a set, but these ones don't look as nice. They're $16 and they come with a remote. Darn. Okay, well, moving on. All right, next up, we've got some ribbon. This ribbon is actually really nice. This is actually really nice ribbon, and I'm actually going to open up and take the plastic off. The color, though, I wish it was more red. It's more of a burgundy. Actually, it's not bad, though. But that's really nice ribbon. I'll give you a close-up. It's not cheap, that cheap shiny stuff. It's actually velvet, and the gold is actually really, really nice. So I am going to give this ribbon, and actually, you know what? I said I was going to flash the prices up later, but I can't give an accurate rating if I don't know the price, okay? So let me just go back to my orders here. This ribbon was $4.57. So I am going to give this, and it looks like quite a bit. It's not stingy either. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. That's good. I'm happy with that. Next up, we have some stickers. This was a sticker pack. We've got, these look very AI made, but they're very cute. Warm holiday glow. I do love this one. Look at how cute this one is. That one is really cute. And I feel like I could use these to make little Christmas signs. Ooh, this one's really nice too. And so far, there's no spelling mistakes Because sometimes with this, you get things spelt weird. Santa's Bakery, yeah. These are really cute. Holiday cheer inside. Oh, you could put that on a little present. That's so cute. I just want to see them all before I move on here. All right, let's see how much these were. These stickers were $3.87. I am going to give them a 7 out of 10. No, I'm going to give them an 8. I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10. I think they'll be great for crafting. There's no spelling mistakes, and they do look very cute. So we'll give those an 8 out of 10. All right. I'm laughing, you guys, because I actually ordered this twice. I ordered it accidentally twice, so I have another one of these coming. And on the site, it looks so cool. It looks like it's a old tin sign. It's just, you know, cheap basswood, balsa wood, whatever that cheap crafting wood is called. It looks a little faded. It's meant to look old. Came with these little stickers to hang it up somewhere. You could use it in the middle of a wreath, I think. It would look really cute, maybe. I paid $3.47 for this. I think it's all right. I mean, I think you could find something similar at the dollar store at Dollar Tree for $1.25. So I think the pricing is a little bit off. And they're kind of presenting it as something bigger and better. So I'm going to give this a 4. No, I'm going to give it a 3. Sorry, you get a 3 out of 10. But you know what? I will probably use it for crafting. I'll work it into something like an arrangement or something. There we got some more ribbon. Hey, look at this, everybody. They used my little straight pin trick. If you caught that in the other video. My video that I just posted about my big reveal for my workroom for the ribbon, the straight pin trick. This is actually a trick that my mother taught me. She worked at she owned a floral shop. And she had all her ribbons on her ribbon rack, and she had straight pins on all of them so they don't unwind and hang down and droop. So yeah, kudos to my mother for that little tip. And they know it too. So this is some ribbon, it looks like. Jute ribbon. I bought in a little pack. Great for crafting. The quality is great. Not bad. I paid $5.22 for this. They make it look a little better in the picture. But they're not bad. They're really nice. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Nice crafting ribbon. The price is good for that. Okay, and then I got these little papers. I love, for Christmas crafting, having lots of nice papers to do with like backgrounds and stuff. So this is some like music note paper here with some holly on it. The quality is not overly the greatest. This one's a little weird. That looks like blood splatter on the music notes. Not really fond of that one. But I think, are these stickers? They are. They're adhesive. So these are stickers. So that's kind of great. I could use them on like the backing of signs or something, like to make a sign. I'm not sure what all this is about. Like I think it's trying to make it look rustic, but to me it just looks like blood. Let's see how much we paid for those. $4.11. And they are sticky. And the pictures on the site are pretty bang on to what I actually got. So I'll give this a 6 out of 10. The one thing I do really love, and I've ordered these before, is their little rustic pieces for crafting with. I think they do a really good job of these, except for now I got, like, look at how rusty and unique and different these are, and they look legit. So this is a pack of rustic stars. I'm just going to put some in my hand so you guys can see. I really do like their rustic little elements. I have bought these before, so I knew that going into this. This was a 50 pack for $7.64. I think that's a great price. Michael's would probably be a lot more. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. Very happy with this. I've ordered them before. I love those. Okay, next up we have some washi tape. So this is a package of washi tape here. To be honest, I expected these to be a little bit bigger, but that's okay. And by bigger, I mean like wider. But I guess washi tape is kind of small, but like, look at this little one. I mean, I guess different lengths are good for different things. These ones are really small, you guys. But these ones here, like, look at the little gingerbread men. They are so cute. And until I use these and see how they actually stick and everything, I can't really give a fair rating. But there's a lot of variety in here. Great for Christmas crafting. Pretty happy with this, I suppose. The washi tape was $9.94. Ooh, paid a bit more for that than I thought. But, I mean, in comparison to if, like, you're shopping at Michael's or something, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Like, that's a lot of washi tape. Next up, some more ribbon. Oh, I got two things here. Some ribbon. This is just ribbon for crafting. It's nice, quite a bit. Let's see what the price is. $2.86. That's pretty good, and it's generic gingham red ribbon for crafting for Christmas. That gets a 9 out of 10. Oh, the second thing I picked out of that looks like some little stickers. They get me with the stickers, you guys. They really do. These are clear stickers. Thought maybe they'd be nice for crafting somewhere. Oh, look at this little lady. This little vintage lady. She's so small. Oh, and the little kitties in the stocking. I'm not going to show you all of them, but these were vintage, and I thought they were cute. I don't know how they're going to look when I put them on things, but I really am into the vintage Christmas. I really love it. Look at this little reindeer in the sweater, and he's got all his hooves. He's got all 4 hooves. Sometimes with this stuff, you never know what you're going to get. Oh, look at the little bunny with the Christmas tree. Okay, these are pretty cute. I'll give them that. Those are pretty cute. Let's see how much we paid for them. So this was a 50-pack of vintage Christmas moose stickers, they call them. DIY waterproof, $2.87. That gets a 9 out of 10. All right. Now, this, I've actually bought these little banners before, and I have a reel on my Instagram page where I zhuzhed up one of these and made it a little bit better. It's linked in the description. So I bought another one. Oh, you guys, this one is so bad. Look at their faces. It's not, you can tell it's like AI redone vintage. I mean, but from a distance, like I think from a distance it'll be okay, but like this one, like he doesn't even have any eyeballs. They're not really there. But it's still cute, I suppose. It's just some of the images are very weird, you know? Like this one, they don't really have faces, you know? But I think these are really cute to work into banners, maybe a wreath. Not overly happy with the quality of the photos on this one. But it is vintage, so like it's supposed to be vintage. Okay, this one's a little creepy. I'm sorry, this one is going to get a 5. No, a 4. This one's going to get a 4. The pictures could have been better. I've bought other ones where the pictures are really nice, so I know they can be better. So that one gets a 4. Oh, I didn't tell you how much it was. It was $5.92. So, yeah, still gets a, what did I say, a 4, I think. All right, here's another little garland. This one is looking a little better. More AI-generated images, though. But at least their faces are clear. This one is cute. This one is very cute. Oh, look at the little girl with the music notes. Good cheer. I do like this one. Oh, I love this. I love this one. I tell you guys, I love the vintage Christmas. I am so doing vintage Christmas this year. I just need the old, you know? I just need to, oh, I love this one too. This one is really cute. This one gets a 9 out of 10. No, this one gets a 10 out of 10. I'm loving this one. Oh, look at the little boy. So cute. They give you these. I don't know what those are for, but oh, maybe for there's postcards. That's what they are, so to seal the envelope maybe. So that one's not a banner. They're actually postcards. But I feel like you could turn it into a banner. This item is sold out. But it won't tell me what it was, how much it was, because it was sold out. It doesn't even tell me in my order. I'm going to guess it was around the same price as the other one. see, or, oh, here it is, $4.01. Yeah, that's good for that. All right, and then this is what I was really drawn to on their site is all these little bits and bobs of greenery, because these are great for crafting, you guys. So like, look at these. They're the perfect size to just stick into things. Like, and you put a little bell there, like to work in the little bits of greenery when you're crafting and doing stuff. These are amazing, and the quality is really good. I was super excited to get these rather than buying big picks and pulling things off. So this is really nice. I'm really happy with this. $4.81. No, did I get a 50 pack? Well, the 25 pack is $4.80. The 50 pack is $7.58. And I don't know if there's 25 or 50 in here. I don't know which pack I got. Oh, no, it says 50 right there. So I got the 50 pack. I'm really happy with those. 10 out of 10. Oh, and apparently I bought more. So this is the, let's see on this one. This one must have been a different seller. And they are a little bit different. These ones are really nice too. So happy with that. Again, these are just so handy to have for Christmas crafting. Highly, highly recommend that. Those ones may be a little bit better than the last ones. They're a little more realistic looking. Oh, here they are. Another 50 piece from a different seller. $5.91. Pretty good. Okay, more scrapbooking paper or whatever you want to call this. Or maybe these are stickers. All right, let's see how these look. These ones aren't stickers. These are actually scrapbooking paper. They're really nice. They're not bad. Oh, this one's cute. They're very thin. They're very thin. They're not cardstock. They're paper. But they would be nice for crafting. I like that little girl. She's sweet. That one's a little weird. Oh, this one doesn't have a face. That's okay. This one looks like Judy Garland. A little bit. And then we got vintage, and then we have this like modern lady with a modern toque on. So that's a little weird. This one's cute though. Cute, very cute. Yeah, so there's a lot of these. Oh, I do like this one with the church though. Where did it go? Oh, this one's nice too with the big Christmas tree. The little carolers. This one with the church. That's very vintage looking, very nice. Yeah, these are nice. Okay, let's see how much these were. 24 6x6 inch. It says they're stickers, but they're not. So that's a lie. Snow scene stickers. It says they're stickers. They're not. Anyways, they were $4.32. So they're kind of nice. I'm going to give this one a 6 just because they said they're stickers and they're not. So that's kind of false. So if you bought these planning on them being stickers, you'd be severely disappointed. But they're okay. We'll give them a 6. Nice little crafting supplies. Then we've got a big box. Oh, these are more candles. Did I order more candles? Oh, these are the pillar candles. Well, they're really skinny. But at least these ones come with not one remote, but 2 remotes. Hey, maybe this remote will work for the other thing. Why do I got 2 remotes? Wouldn't that be great if it worked for the other candles? These take 2 AA batteries, which I'm out of AA batteries, but I'm going to have to go and take them out of the candles upstairs to test these out so that I can give my full and honest review. So let's go do that. All right, guys, so these ones have 2 covers inside. So we're going to pop some batteries in here if I can see which way they go. Try that. Okay. So we've got that. And then we've got this cover that goes back in here. And there's a little off-on switch underneath the candle too. So I've turned it on, and then you've got this cover that goes back on. Oh, it's really hard to get on. I don't think that's on right. Really hard to get on. It doesn't line up right. Come on. Okay, anyways. So there's that. Now let's see the remote. It's flickering. It's flickering. Okay, remote works. 2 hour, 6 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, light, candle. And then there's dim settings. So you can turn it down or you can turn it up. Hey, these are pretty cool. Not bad. And I've got 3 different sizes. I wish they were a little fatter, but set them up and see. The one annoying thing about these is this bottom piece. Like, it's so tight and hard to get off and then to get back on. And I'm afraid the candles aren't going to sit flat if I don't get it perfectly lined up. I don't know why you need that, but safety feature, I guess. Maybe to protect the batteries. Oh, these bottoms. Ow. Like, I can't even get this one off. There, that one went off easy. Weird. But guys, I'm going to forget the bottoms. I don't care. They're annoying. Don't care. All right, guys. So they do look pretty nice. I will give them that. And I do like that they didn't, I could take the bottom off because I have this little brass dish that is made for a real candle. It's got that pointy thing. And I can just put it over top. And it stays. So that was nice. I like that there's a remote. So that's a 1-up on the other candles. So I can turn them off and on. I can set them for a timer. I can dim them, make them brighter. They're pretty nice. I'll give them that. The only thing is, though, when I turn these on, this remote also controls the candles from another set that I bought at Temu. So I was like, when I turned these on and I was messing around, I was like, how long have those candles been on? Who turned those on? And then I realized this remote was controlling all of them. So watch, let's see if I can get a shot. Don't mind the mess. I had my couches delivered and they weren't right, so they got to go back. Let's see, off. Yeah. So now I can control all the candles. If only I could control those candles. So the pillar candles, let's find them here and see the price. So it's a 12-pack flameless LED candles with remote timer, $25.49. So they're less than the taper candles, and they come with a remote. I'm pretty impressed. I'll admit it. Like I said, I wish they were a little bit wider, but I'm going to give these a 7 out of 10. And they could be a little bit more realistic looking. They're a little fake, but yeah, we'll give them a 7 out of 10. Next up, I bought some wrapping paper. I love wrapping paper for crafting. It got a little damaged in shipping. Nutcracker pink wrapping paper. I can use it for wrapping, but you can also use it for crafting. It's pretty nice. The faces are all nice. Sometimes you got to worry with this stuff. If it's AI generated, the faces look weird. This is actually pretty nice wrapping paper. And it looks like there's quite a bit of it. So let's see. It's not your typical size, though, in length. Like, it's a lot shorter than regular wrapping paper. Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness! I paid $10.55 for this. Why did I do that? What was I thinking? $10? Almost $11 for this? I figure I must have had some kind of a craft in mind. I must have. I don't know. It must have been impulse buy. I don't know. That's very weird. I wouldn't say this is worth $10. Man, I'm disappointed in myself. Very disappointed. Maybe I used a coupon or something. Anyways, because of the price, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. I do not think it is worth $10, but all right, we got some more ribbon. Again, sealed with the straight pins. Love it. Love it, love it, love it that they pin these with the straight pins rather than taping them. Very nice crochet lace style ribbon. This is great for crafting, especially at Christmas and fall time. Can never have too much of this stuff. And I bought a variety pack with different styles and thicknesses. So there's these two thicker ones. The thinner ones, I'm just going to show you guys. Very, very nice ribbon. Very, very nice. Wish it was on a spool, but that's okay. So the crochet ribbon was $15.21, and there is 25 yards total. So 5 yards in each, which is pretty good. If you had to go into a craft store and buy this stuff, it would be a lot more than that. So, and the quality is good. So I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. No, I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10. No, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because I wish it was on a spool. There, done. Okay, look at this. So this caught my eye. These are pages, like they look like they're from a book. So we've got some that look like they're from a newspaper. I always wonder what these things actually say, if they're actually taken from an old newspaper. This says Friday, December the 18th, 1863. That's good for Christmas crafting. This is the bacon for breakfast. Anyways, okay, and then these look like they're from a dictionary, some map paper. This looks like an old ledger. Very nice looking, very legit looking. And they're not very blurry. Like they're not blurry. They're very crisp and very clear. This looks like it's from like an old math textbook. And then my favorite, little music notes. Little gardening pages with all kinds of botanicals. So this is just for like, not specifically for Christmas crafting per se, but I just love having different types of papers. And let's see how much this was. 240 pieces of vintage scrapbooking paper, newspaper, magazine, botanical for $21.53. I think that is a good price for scrapbooking paper because scrapbooking paper is really expensive. They're not a big size by any means, but I think they're perfect for crafting. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Here we have some more stickers. The stickers on Temu really get me, you guys. I don't know why. I just love them. Not gonna lie, a little disappointed with these ones. Look at how small they are. They're so tiny. Like, look at this little beep, little envelope. Like, it's so tiny. Look at this one. Like, I suppose if you were scrapbooking, these would be perfect. I don't scrapbook, I craft, but maybe they'll be good for like a little thing. Like this could make like a cute, super cute little banner if I was doing something like a little miniature or something. Like, I know I will put these to use. I'm just a little disappointed with the size. Oh, and here's my favorite. Has to be Holly Jolly, because that's my name. Yeah, Christmas stickers, cartoon theme, self-adhesive, 100 pieces, $6. Okay, this is the picture, you guys. I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna put the actual picture on here rather than show you. I'll flash it up here. They look really big, you know, like they look bigger than what they actually are. So I'm a little disappointed in the size, but they're still cute. But because of the size, I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 10. And more paper. Apparently I was in a paper mood, you guys. But like I said, I lost all my craft supplies. I lost all of them. These ones are cute. These ones are super cute. Little vintage wallpapers. Oh, these are cute. Yeah, come on. Super, super cute. Really happy with these. I love this one, this little winter scene. So nice. Maybe I'm going to become a scrapbooker, you guys. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so that was this one. 24 sheets of Christmas scrapbooking paper, 6x6. So when you're shopping on Temu, you really got to pay attention to the sizes because when they show you the picture, this looks like one of those big packs like you would get at Michael's, you know? But it's not. They're 6x6. So you always got to check the size. But this was only $5.26. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to give that a 8 out of 10. All right, now we've got these. What is this? What did I buy? Vintage time and paper tape. What did I think I was going to do with this? I don't scrapbook. Why did I buy all this stuff? It is nice, though. Like, I think I was just thinking, I really want to get it. My mom makes primitives, and I really want to start doing more primitive, rustic stuff. So maybe that's what I was thinking here. So it's like a tape, right? A thick tape, a wide tape that you can use on. I really like this one with the old post stuff. So let's see what I did with that. What's the price there? So the rolls of inch tape, well, they call it washi tape online, $7.35 for this. Yeah, I suppose that's all right. 4 rolls vintage. 7 out of 10. Only because I don't know why I bought that. No, I'm just kidding. It's pretty good. We'll give it an 8 out of 10. Okay, and then these I bought before too last year. And again, like I said with the rustic stars, I love these. These are little rustic Christmas trees that you can hang on things and use for all your primitive rustic Christmas crafting. Love them. This is a 10-piece pack. 10 pieces for $4.15. See, those are a little more, but I craft with these and I use them and I love them. That's a 10 out of 10. Okay, what is this? Okay, I feel like this is going to be a disappointment greatly. What is this? Wrinkly old velvet ribbon? I hope I did not pay more than $1 for this. That's got to be a mistake. Please be a mistake. No, come on. I paid $2.53 for that? Come on. Like, 1 piece of velvet ribbon. I guess I can make 1 bow. What? And you know what's annoying? I'll show the picture, you guys. They have it presented like it's a nice roll. Like, come on. I mean, I guess it does say 1.5 yards, but like, you're telling me that's the length of a yardstick. This is not 1.5 yards. Anyways, boo on that. That gets a 1 out of 10. Can I give that a 0 out of 10? More stickers, but they're cute. I'll give them that. They're cute. The nice books with the bells. And I figure I'm going to be using these for some sort of Christmas crafting. This one's cute. You never know. Okay, the stickers. Like I said, the stickers get me. But let's see how much they were. I feel like I've missed something here. Something in my order is missing. Yes. Or maybe it's over there. Oh yeah, there were 2 things I took out of the bag beforehand. They're not missing. They're over there. Sorry, let me get to these stickers. I'm getting off track here. $1.55 for 50 stickers. That's good. I'll give that a 9 out of 10. Okay, but let me get this thing because I took it out beforehand. So this is supposed to be a tree. I'm going to flash up the picture of what I bought. No way. No way. No, this is not a tree. This is a bushel. Like, this is supposed to be a tree, okay? This is supposed to be that tree. It has to be. There's supposed to be a lighted garland that I haven't seen. Oh, it does say, without basin. No way. Okay, this is not. And then the comments are like, love it. It's great for my winter pots, and it looks quite real. Oh, somebody did comment, not what the picture shows. No, absolutely not. Look at this picture that somebody posted, or they posted. Get real. Get real right now. Okay, look at this. I gotta pull the camera up. See if we can make any sense of this at all. So this is the tree, you guys. This tree is this tree. Don't think so. And no. Okay, so if we start at the bottom and we pull the branches down, maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Let's keep an open mind here. Okay, what in the world? It's not even going to go that way because there's nothing on this side. It's flat. Or do you have to work it yourself? Like, what in the world? These ones don't even bend. Oh, there we go. Let's not be negative right off the start, Holly. Let's just give it a try. Okay, you guys. Like, Charlie Brown's Christmas tree looks better than this. Let me try to fluff this out. Okay, is that the top? Is that the top? Is that the top? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Here's our tree, guys. What do you guys think? Okay, like disappointed. Disappointed. I'm going to see how much I paid for this, and then that'll be the deciding factor if I send it back. Because sending it back would be a lot of work, I think. But like, I could use the branches for other things. Like I could take it apart and use the branches for other things. Like I will not let it go to waste. Trust me on that. But maybe if I put it in a pot, maybe we can make something out of it. Maybe I shouldn't be so negative. Maybe we can make like our own little Charlie Brown Christmas tree looking thing. Maybe I could put some of the vintage stuff with it. Like but the pieces are already starting to fall out. Okay, let's see. Let's see how much we paid for this. I paid $15 for this. So, okay, they say it's regularly $43. If I paid $43 for this, somebody would be getting something, okay? They say it's 23.62 inches. I'll be the judge of that. Let's see here. Okay, it's 23.62 inches. We'll calm down. Okay? They've sold 664 of these. No doubt, because this is what the picture looks like. Does that look like that? It's so full. And not to mention the stem in the middle looks so realistic. I'm going to think on that if I'm going to bother with the return. I'm probably not because it was only $15 and I will use the greenery if I don't think of something else to make with it first or to even try to actually make it look good. I am definitely giving that a 1. That gets a 1 out of 10. 100% a 1. That is not what it says at all. Okay. Now, my lighted garland. So before I open this, I'm going to show you guys the picture. All right, I'm going to put the picture up here. This lighted garland is 6 feet realistic pre-lit Norfolk pine. $14.96. So we only paid $14 for it. So keep that in mind, folks. It is very plastic, like very plastic. Does not smell nice. Very, very plastic. It's 6 feet, but it's not very full. And not only is it not very full, they give you the lights in a little bag. You got to put them on yourself. So it is not pre-lit because the lights come in a bag. Like that is not pre-lit. I'm going to have to work these around there. I'm trying not to be negative, but that's really annoying. Like, and I get it's only $14, but it's not pre-lit because the lights are not on it. You know how hard it is to hide lights and things? Yeah, disappointed in this one as well. This one gets a 2. It is not realistic. It is plastic. I would not recommend that garland. I mean, maybe if you want a garland for a good price, like if you want just a garland for a price, it's certainly better than anything you'd see in the dollar store. Actually, no, that's not true because I've seen some really nice garlands in the dollar store. So that's not even true. But yeah, it gets a 2. It gets a 2. It did come with the lights, I suppose. So it gets a pass there. But anyways, you guys, that's my haul. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on these Temu products? Let me know. Put it in the comments below. If you would like to see more videos like this, I would love to share them with you. Let me know your thoughts. And if it shakes it up a little bit between the crafting, and if you like this style of content, let me know. I love ordering stuff and testing it out before I post about it. I don't like just posting about things that I haven't seen or touched or felt or used myself because I like to keep things really honest here with you guys. So let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I am going to get crafting right now. I've already started building up my craft tools and my craft supplies, and it is time to do a little fall crafting today. So I'm going to move right on from this and start my fall crafting, and there'll be a video coming real soon on a fall Dollar Tree crafting roundup. So stay tuned for that. Hit the like and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. And until next time, We'll see you later, guys.